The film starts with Arthur showing him to Aquaman. We get to know that his life has completely changed. He has become the king of Atlantis. He is married to Mera, who is the daughter of the king of the other kingdom, and now he has a son too. Now, the story shifts and comes to the villain of this movie, whose name is Black Manta. His dad had died, but he has always considered Arthur to be responsible for his death. That's why Black Manta still decides to take revenge on Arthur. He was also making a special powerful suit for himself, and he was also waiting for this. After completing this suit, I will fight with Aquaman. After this, we see a doctor who was also a marine scientist, that is, the world under the sea. And now he was doing research on Atlantis. His attempt was to find Atlantis and go there, and bring it to the outside world in front of everyone, so that he can prove that a world like Atlantis is really found. Taking this research of Atlantis, the scientist goes to Antarctica once, and starts trying to find something in the snow there. But then, a monster like octopus attacks the scientist and his team, because it also had big tentacles, so the scientist gets stuck there with his team. That's why he sends a signal to his other companions and asks for help. Then one of his companions comes to help him, that is Black Manta. These people were working together. After coming here, Black Manta saves the lives of the scientist and his team, but he himself starts researching here, for which he started going further down the snow. After coming to a very deep place, he sees the broken black trident. And now, as Black Manta picks up the broken trident and joins it, so he starts seeing its real owner, whose name was Cordex. He was looking very clever and dangerous. He says in the memories of Black Manta that because you have joined my broken trident, so now you will become very powerful. You will also be able to take revenge on your enemy Aquaman, and you can do everything you want to do. Now we know that the situation in the world has become very bad, because global warming has increased so much that tsunamis and floods keep coming. Because of this, there is a lot of difficulty in the world of the sea, as well as the world of the outside world. Because of all this, the creatures of the sea are slowly dying. Seeing everything, there is a meeting of the Atlantic Councils, in which Arthur was also included. Here, Arthur puts this offer in front of all the councils, that we should meet and talk to the people of the outside world, and we should share our advanced technology with them, so that the outside world can also develop in this way, and then it can also solve our problems. But it is obvious that no one agrees to this. All the councils say that this cannot happen. Their Black Manta's suit was completely ready, and now he wanted me to somehow get into Atlantis and steal orichalcum. Now orichalcum is a type of metal found in the Atlantis kingdom, which works just like petrol. In addition to this, there are many benefits of orichalcum. So, now to get orichalcum, Black Manta enters Atlantis with his team and attacks there. Now seeing his destruction, Mera goes to Black Manta to stop him, but because he had become very powerful by wearing this new powerful suit, that's why he attacks Mera and injures her, which made her unconscious. Black Manta again came to Mera. Before he could attack her again, Arthur comes here. To save his wife, he started fighting with his enemy Black Manta, and in this way, they start having a great fight. During the fight, Black Manta's team sends him a signal, with which he understood that my team has found orichalcum. This means that now he can go back. So leaving the fight in the middle, he left here. He also manages to escape safely. Now Mera's condition was very bad. That's when Arthur's mom came to them. Arthur's mom tells him that this thing is going to think a lot. That if Black Manta had really come here to take orichalcum in Atlantis, then surely something bad is going to happen. Then listening to this, Arthur tells his mom, "Then in this matter, we will need the help of my brother Orm." But why? So Arthur replies, "Because my brother Orm knows very well about Atlantis as well as orichalcum. He knows the whole history of Atlantis." Hearing this, Arthur's mom says, "But Orm is trapped in another kingdom, the jail of the fishermen. So how can he come?" To which Arthur replies, "I will go to the fisherman kingdom myself, and I will get Orm released from the jail." He did this. He went straight to the fisherman's jail. Soon Orm is also found. Orm comes out of there. But before he leaves here, Orm is surrounded by the guards of the fisherman kingdom. All the guards fall down. Orm's condition has deteriorated a lot now, because he was not given proper food here, because of which his body had become very weak. But as soon as he came out, and the water of the sea touched his body. He becomes healthy and strong, like before. He also has the powers like before. That's why Orm is alone. The guards are crowded. He is burdened with them. In one snap he kills all the guards, after which both the brothers leave from here. While talking on the way, both tell each other about their lives. Arthur says to Orm, "I am tired of being the king of Atlantis. Now I am getting bored in this work." But after hearing this, Orm was quite surprised. He says to Arthur, "To get the throne of the king. I have also tried since childhood that I become a king, but you got that throne. You don't even care about the throne. This is quite strange and amazing," after which they both went straight to Kingfish and start asking him about Black Manta, on which Kingfish replies to both that you can get Black Manta on an island. The island is in the south area. After hearing this, both the brothers leave for the south area to go to that island. But when they came here, they saw that the whole island has changed. It seems like orichalcum has been burned, and its smoke has been spread here, due to which the trees and plants here, even the animals, have completely mutated. They have changed, because of which their size has increased a lot. Even the rats here have become so big that their size looks like an elephant. A scientist was shown, who is currently at the location of Black Manta. Here, when the scientist sees the broken black trident of Cordex, without thinking, he grabs it. And now as soon as he touches it, the scientist also starts seeing Cordex in his mind, which caused the scientist to do the wrong thing, as he had told Black Manta. But then Black Manta came here. He took the black trident from the hand of the scientist. "Scientist, you wanted to know. What is my purpose? So listen. My purpose is to kill Arthur and his entire family. And if I have to deal with any devil to do this, then I am ready for it." Then we saw that while looking for this place of Black Manta, Arthur and Orm also come here, who met the scientist as soon as he came, because he understood that Arthur and Orm have come from Atlantis. So he tells them that his purpose is to destroy Atlantis too. With this, the scientist also tells them about the black trident, and also that, as soon as he touches it, he starts seeing the memories of the owner of the trident, Cordex. They were talking that then the people of the Black Manta team attack Arthur and Orm, but these two brothers started fighting them bravely. They were beating them very badly. That's when Black Manta comes here. He also wears his full suit, and now he starts fighting these two. But in the meantime, Orm accidentally catches that black trident, because of which he also starts seeing the memories of Cordex. Because of all this, Orm loses his focus for a while. Taking advantage of this, Black Manta attacks him. He also got injured a lot because of not attacking him, and now Black Manta fights with both of them in such a way that he started getting heavy on them. Now when it seemed that Black Manta would kill both of them, that's when Mira's dad came here, Raja, who comes and helps both of them, and also takes them away from here. After going very far from here, he came to a safe place. Orm tells them everything about the Black Trident. Arthur's dad was the one who was looking for Atlantis. He also had a powerful trident, which is now with his son, King Arthur. But King also had a brother of Arthur's dad, who was none other than Cordex, and the Black Trident was made by him. Now, just like Arthur's dad, King was ruling the Atlantis kingdom. Similarly, Cordex was ruling another kingdom, which was a completely dark kingdom. That is, there were dangerous creatures, monsters. But the trouble started when Cordex showed his true form. Actually, Cordex wanted to steal Atlantis' oracle and become more powerful. To some extent, he was doing so. But by doing so, the other creatures of Atlantis and the sea were dying. In addition, diseases were also spreading in Atlantis. Now, after seeing such a situation, King Arthur's dad stood up against Cordex and told him to stop all this. But Cordex was so drunk with power that he revolted with his elder brother King. And due to this, a war broke out between the two of them. But in the war, King defeated Cordex and imprisoned him. Now, he was imprisoned there forever, never came out. For this, King used his blood. As a result, Cordex was locked up in a magical prison. It is impossible to get out of it. On the other hand, it is said that Cordex is now in the mind of Black Manta through memories, because he wants to be free by using it. After hearing all this, Arthur and Orm's mom also understood everything. She told him that yes, I also know about Cordex, and the way King used his blood to imprison him. Now to be free from the prison, he needs the blood of a person of King's generation. Only then Cordex can be free, meaning those who have king's blood running in them. King's blood can only be in his royal family. After hearing all this, Arthur understands that my son's life is in danger, because obviously his son was the easiest target for Black Manta, which he could easily finish. So he immediately came to his house. He sees that everything is destroyed there. The house is burning. The child is missing from here. Also, a man is injured there. Upon asking, the man tells that Black Manta had come here. He caused all this destruction, and he has taken your son, which made it clear that Arthur's suspicion was absolutely right. That's why Arthur and Orm go to save his son. But before that, his mom tells them, always remember one thing, that you both are each other's brothers. No matter what happens, you have to support each other. They directly come to Black Manta's house and attack him there. But a big monster also attacks them. The rest of them are saved. But in front of him, Mira's dead fans go. Then Orm goes and helps them, and takes them out of the monster's jungle. Seeing this, Mira's dad understood. That the Orm whom I had always misunderstood. He is a very good person. Inside, Black Manta has Arthur's son. There was also a scientist here, who sees that little girl and thinks of saving her. That's why he picked up the girl and started running away from here. But Black Manta, who had already seen her, attacks the scientist and injures him and takes the girl away. And now as Black Manta moves forward to kill his daughter, then Arthur comes here, who challenges him for a fight. Their fight was very intense before, but then Black Manta attacks Arthur. The reason for this was that he was not Black Manta, but he had a cortex inside him, because he had completely overpowered him, but taking advantage of this opportunity. Mira takes her child and runs away from here, but then Black Manta sees him leaving. He attacks him with his black trident, but the previous trident hits Mira, and Orm catches him. And this is how he saved Mira and her child. But this had a reverse effect, because as Orm touches the black trident, the cortex starts controlling his mind. He starts provoking him against his brother Arthur. That your brother Arthur has done a lot wrong with you. Actually, you are the one who is worthy of being the king of Atlantis, not Arthur. So that's why now Orm attacks Arthur. But here Arthur, who understood everything, he doesn't turn around and attack, but he started explaining to his brother, come to your senses and control yourself. Then Orm does this. He somehow got control over himself. He also remembers his mother's words, that you both are brothers. No matter what happens, you have to support each other. But in the meantime, taking advantage of this, the cortex starts liberating itself. By doing this, his body starts getting energy. Right at this time, Orm left the black trident. It was too late by now, because the cortex had been liberated by reviving itself. And now, by giving the cortex in front of him, Arthur attacks him with his black trident. But the cortex easily catches its black trident and starts trying to attack Arthur. But before that, Arthur, with the help of his trident, by breaking his black trident, the cortex gets energy, by which it also ends with its trident. As soon as it ends, the whole place seems to be destroyed. Slowly, all this place started breaking, and then the Black Manta goes under it. But by giving him trouble, Arthur raises his hand to help him. But the Black Manta refuses, by saying, thank you, I don't need your help. Instead of helping you, I would rather die. So because of this, the Black Manta is also killed there, while Arthur and his other companions get out of there. Here Arthur says to Orm, that now you are free. You don't need to go to any jail, because in the jail of the fishermen, we will say that you have been killed here, and now you go from here and live your life freely. After this, Orm also accepts Arthur as his brother, because his misunderstanding was cleared, and he felt that Atlantis needs a king like you. This kingdom is yours. After this, we see that Arthur brings Atlantis in front of the world, coming to the outside world. He tells everything about this kingdom. He also said that from now on, we will share Atlantis's technology with the world, by which we will make the world better together. Arthur's life was going on like this. He lives in Atlantis and the outside world. The story of this film also ends here.